This work led to multiple other examples, including the development of the show Game Killers in partnership with MTV. From there, we launched into the gaming space with Guitar Hero being a natural fit for the brand and the ideal place to reach our consumer. In summary, Axe was really a true catalyst for changing our way to think about communication channels. So in building upon the how, our next challenge was to overcome the internal skepticism. Most of our folks didn't see how any of the success or learning on Axe could readily translate to our margarine, our skin, or even our detergent brands. We would often hear the excuse, oh, but that's Axe, that's really not going to work on my brand. And it wasn't until the Dove Real Beauty campaign was launched with outdoor billboards as its lead media channel that everyone began to think more agnostically about our media channel choices. This was truly a creative-led idea, showing real women in bras and underwear in larger-than-life posters and interactive billboards chosen specifically to get notice, to get people talking, and to create the debate. It never would have had the same impact had the campaign been launched with television only. We were becoming believers in the marriage of creative and media and in the use of other means outside of television to tell our brand stories. I think most of you are aware of the rest of the Dove story. The first webisodes created in 2006, one of the first consumer-generated campaigns tied into the Oscars, year 1 and year 2, and then Dove Evolution, which traveled the digital highway with record speed, enhanced by word of mouth, and viewed by millions of consumers around the world, culminating in winning the Cannes Grand Prix Award last June. None of this would have been possible in the absence of a brilliant creative idea, which resonated with women in ways that were unprecedented for a personal care product. It's been an amazing ride, and the journey continues. We just launched a new campaign for Dove Go Fresh, a new line of Dove products targeted to young women, which includes a micro-series which runs on MTV's site, in addition to our own site, plus syndication of that content throughout the whole web, P2P file sharing to enable consumers to access our content wherever and whenever they want. So while we initially heard that this type of communication was strictly the domain of Axe and Dove, nearly all of our brands are now comfortable navigating in this space. Who could have imagined we would be telling the story of one of our margarine brands through a soap opera webisode that takes place in a refrigerator? Well, the first big driver of this work has been our own internal evangelists, led by a small group of media and marketing folks who truly got this space and understood early on we needed to move the discussion from only being about reach, frequency, and efficiency to being much more about impact and engagement. We even started a translator program where we paired our senior executives with younger marketing folks to help build their knowledge and familiarity with all things entertainment and digital. After all, if you don't personally get in the game, you can't possibly be capable of creating or judging communication strategies. The second factor was the power of internal word of mouth. Our successes spread like wildfire throughout the company, and everyone wanted in on the success. After all, this work is really, really fun. The third factor was a company culture that encouraged this type of behavior. And while we recognized early on that we were bound to make mistakes, and we did, we didn't penalize anyone for not hitting a home run the first time up at bat. And we also didn't set about to build standalone digital programs. Rather, we looked to build highly integrated campaigns around big brand ideas, which in many cases had digital at the centerpiece of the campaign. The fourth was identifying the right partners to work with. And in some cases, this meant our usual roster of agencies. And in other instances, we've gone outside that network to bring in specialists to really help pave the way for us in interactive television, peer-to-peer video distribution, and digital content creation. But regardless of who has a seat at the table, we've demanded collaboration and new thinking to push us to new heights. And last, but probably most importantly, have been the ideas themselves. With brand ideas like Dove, Axe, and Omo, just to name a few, creating engaging storytelling and innovative content has really never been easier. Big, culture-penetrating ideas lend themselves to great content and all sorts of formats that invite consumer involvement. If you can imagine it, you can probably do it. I'd like to close with some examples of pure imagination that translated into Digital Marketer of the Year.
Make it optical, fudgical, and creamsicle.
Dove.
Dove actually creams your skin.
We asked women across America to give up their ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
Yeah. You know why I started lifting weights?
Why is that?
Because I was playing this video game and there was this guy who was ripped buff, and I was like, I want to look like that.
Are you into video games?
Pilates balls.
That's right. You just want to balance on the ball with just your knees, okay?
All I got is 4 minutes, 4 minutes, hey. I'm all the time, and all I got is 4 minutes, 4 minutes, hey.
I can spray as much as I want, whenever I want. Only 1 or 2 calories per spray, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I remember too. All I got is 4 minutes, 4 minutes, hey. I'm all the time, and all I got is 4 minutes, 4 minutes, hey. I'm all the time, and all I got is 4 minutes. Here, girl, come on.
Stop it. I don't want to go with you either, but I won you in the divorce, okay? Now we're stuck together. Enjoy. Stop it. People are going to think I'm kidnapping you.
He's kidnapping
Oh, my God. Stop saying that.
Hi, is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. She's just, I'm kidnapping her, and I got myself a screen.
Well, don't waste time. Give me a sign. Tell me how you want to roll. I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow. Go. Are you ready to go? If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say.
Did you say this is real food? Yeah, it's the Hellman sauce. It's really, really good. Burger accomplished. You can check out my blog about real food at yahoo.com and search real food.
We only got 4 minutes to save the world. Hesitating. We only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get in my hop. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's right, keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get in my hop. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Sometimes I think what I need is a intervention.
Yeah.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Well, you've probably seen them on countless billboards and in magazine ads.
Amiga, visita univision.com en clave Dove para regalarte una muestra.
What's the deal with you and Marcia?
Bottoms up.
Dove has got a new commercial coming out just in time for the Super Bowl.
The commercial had an unlikely premiere during the Super Bowl, where it reached an estimated 89 million viewers.
Okay, the Dove team said it was a difficult decision. Oh my God. Check out Dove's new pro-age skin and hair care lines.
I'm Sada Ramirez. Tune in this Sunday during a commercial break at the Oscars when I present the world premiere of this new ad.
That's real beauty. Love, Dove.